Up everyone and welcome back to Extreme Gaming. In case you didn't know, my name is Alex O and here we go with level 5 under the boardwalk. Try to see how far we can get in a few here. Also, I start work on Monday. Yay! The future year of 20 blank. And romance is in the air. Or at least romance will be in the air if Iris has anything to say about it. Also, I'm not actually in that glorious 20 blank neon metropolis today. I'm about 134.7 miles south of it. That's much better. The salt. Sorry. I need to turn this up just in case. Just smell the sea salt, the saltwater taffy, the baking hot sands. It's just like I remember. You always been Flotsam Beach. You've never been to Flotsam Beach before, Juniper? Well, it's just like I remember you remembering it was then. This is definitely one of my better ideas. Top 10, maybe even top 5 ideas. What a fantastic way to celebrate your success at the Funplex. As a reward for your hard work, we return to the beach where you first played Wavern Keep, where your family spent their summer vacations. Oh, how sentimental. My heart. I can't. Feel the need to say something pithy and dismissive in the face of her relenting cheer, but to be honest, I'm definitely smiling. This place holds so many dear memories for me. Before my parents lost their jobs and we began the downward spiral of bad family luck, we loved coming to Flotsam Beach. And coming back here, for sure, is a treat. This place is great. Sand and sea and the boardwalk. And those little shops and the best fried food the East Coast can provide, and arcades aplenty, and seashells and airbrush t-shirts and plastic sunglasses, and I want to see it all. I want to do it all. I think you're more excited about this than I am, Juniper. You're excited too, don't deny it, Allison. Okay, I'm gonna go get changed into my swimsuit before the others get here. Be right back. The others, right. That was the second part of Juniper's plan. See that this isn't just a treat for me, but everybody associated with the Funplex. We'd have to drive down here in groups and pay for our own hotel rooms and keep the costs down. But soon enough, the Saturday outing for all staff and VIPs would have become a reality. It was really sweet of her to include everyone on the trip, too. We worked hard to make the Funplex Phantasma a success, and certainly couldn't have done it without help from any of my friends. I have to set a timer because I forgot to. Within the next hour, there'd be 9 of us bouncing around in swimsuits, making sandcastles, and buying cheap souvenirs, and playing seaside arcade games. Seaside arcade games sound fun. And hopefully not accidentally drowning in the riptides, as my inner lifeguard felt the need to warn. One day of fun in the sun for everyone. And as for this evening, beep beep, Allison. Well, Iris has other plans for me.
Well, have you decided yet? Have you? Time's running out, you know.
With a sigh, I pull out my phone, summoning my digital djinn. And why is time running out exactly?
Run the numbers and calculated a 99.97% chance of romantic success if you take your special someone on a moonlit seaside stroll. It's the perfect confluence of all projected event vectors that will lead you to love and happiness. Romance is in the air. Can't you feel it?
Right now, all I feel is slightly overheated, and I need to go change.
Yes, good. Put on your sexy swimwear. It'll improve my projections.
She's been going on and on about this ever since finding out about the beach trip. Iris, why a sudden obsession with finding me a special someone anyway? I've turned my life around. I found a job. I found a dream. Even to make something of the Funplex, to let it grow and shine. You've done well helping me with that. This is the happiest I've been in years, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gosh, thanks, Allison. Now I've tried workplace romance before and back in the shoe shop days, and it worked out for a while, until I realized we're not soul mates. A high quality dad joke. Point is, I know I said I'd be open-minded about this sort of thing, and I've forgotten about what we talked about the day I joined the Funplex, but now that I'm faced with it, I'm not sure. Allison, you spent weeks getting to know these people, and even taking a few of them out to lunch. What if I make things awkward? I'm really super close with all those people, closer than I thought I'd be when I first took the job. Do I really want to rock the boat by flirting with a friend like that? The warmest hearts can be found first in friendship, I say. You already know those people, care for them. Allison, don't deny it, and I think they care for you too. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. We're all adults. We can deal with that.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, Allison, this is your moment. But you don't have to decide right now. In fact, you shouldn't. Take the day with all your friends and really think about it. After dinner, I'll finish my number crunching and you'll have your final relationship scores. That'll help guide your decision. Let's take a look. Behold, weeks of emotional data fully analyzed. So far, I think you make a good match with Naomi. You spend a lot of time with her and she really likes you. Maybe even likes you. So that's it? It's decided? No, the points are just a guide. It's not like I'm going to force you to woo someone just because they're your top match.
To calculate how well your personality matches what they're looking for. That'll net you bonus points. Consider it food for thought, you know? And you've still got the rest.
Ooh.
Anyway, keep an open mind, yeah? By the way, according to GPS, your potential romances will be here in less than 2 minutes. Have fun!
Didn't mean to press the button. I hastily jammed my phone back in my pocket before anyone can hear that. Dang it, Iris. I could have just chillaxed by the sea, maybe even found that old arcade where I once played Wavering Keep, and had a pleasant time. But now I need to be sizing up romantic partners. Although, maybe there is someone I've been getting close to. Someone I think I wouldn't mind being closer to, in fact. And it has been a long time since I've felt like I could even try having someone to share my life with. Maybe it's time to look for love again. But for now, I've decided to focus on the day ahead. Fun in the sun, good clean fun in the sun. Very innocent, chaste fun in the sun. Sure, I could do that, right?
Oh, hey.
Jesus fuck, is he wearing something? Hello, Flotsam. Your queen has arrived. Morning, Allison. This is a private game of beach blanket bingo. Or can we join? Innocent. Fun in the sun. Where can I set up my parasol? And how's the surf? Theo was thinking about doing some surfing. Really get a chance to surf these days. Looking forward to breaking out my old board and hitting the waves. I was going to play the Beach Boys all the way down from the city to help get in the mood, but Queen Bee vetoed it. Hey, if you want a free ride in my beloved Bee-mobile with your board strapped to my roof, you listen to my music, Mr. Dance Pants. Oh, hey, there's the perfect spot. Let's set up there.
Catch you later.
You better go help her. See you there. Or I'd better go help her. See you there. I feel a bit adequate in terms of proper beach bod and attire. We're here. Ah, good. Queen Bee brought an umbrella. Yeah, I don't really tan so much as burn to a crisp, honestly, and I'm mostly here for the shopping and the arcades. I'm curious to see how those arcades are run as well. Maybe I could talk to a manager, get some tips on how to handle a very transit audience. I meant to play them, not to study them. Sheesh, Gavin, we're not here to work. Can't I do both? I'll just go join the others for now. Though it's been a long drive, I'd love to stretch out a bit. Oh, me too. I feel so cramped from sitting in the van. Wait for me. Stretching, yes. Stretching is good. Flex those muscles. Alright, the beach. I haven't been to the beach in ages. Not since my sign spinning days promoting that funnel cake place. And I guess there was one time we did a beach shoot, but that was like last summer. So yes, ages ago. Feels good to be back in the sun. Last beach I went to was back in England. Considerably more cold and overcast than ever, afraid. Before you ask, Ashley, I already asked again and again on the drive down here. I'm not going to explode in direct sunlight. My condition is quite stable today. Sorry, Percy, but you're a part of the crew. That means I care about you. We care about you. I promise, though, we won't treat you like you're made of glass. You're still good old Percy to us. Thanks, love. All the same, I think I'll grab a spot under that umbrella before it's gone, before all the good shade is taken. As for me, last one in the water is the landlubber. The water, yes, getting wet and cooling down. Partay. Afraid my bikini days are behind me, but I'm happy to be here all the same. I do so love to be out in the sun. Lovely beaches, lovely weather, lovely people. Good to see all three present and accounted for. Yeah, I rented an extra parasol and some chairs for Miss Francine and I, and for you too, Allison. Plenty of room for if we squeeze in. How cozy. I'm having a hard time speaking. Well, okay then. This is a new context for me to be observing these people in. But fun in the sun, right? Above all else, this is a day of celebration and cheer over the success of the Funplex. And with that firmly in mind, I join everyone and we get this beach party started. Though it doesn't take long for the group to start splitting up. There's just too much to see, too much to do. I know from my vacation here as a kid, you can't really try everything in one day. But unlike me, they're noobs. And as an adult, I know how to budget my time and do the thing I really want to and hang out with the people I really want to hang out with. Despite my attempts at good, clean fun, Iris's words are still running through my head. By evening, I need to make a decision. That means I'm seriously going to make my move like she suggested I do. I should spend my time wisely leading up to that move. What should I do next? I'm going to say hey to Naomi and Ashley. In the distance, I see what appears to be my Madrid of sand... To be a Madrid... I don't even know how to say that. Myrid of sandcastles, which makes sense, I mean. I'd be worried if it was a whole bunch of not sandcastles on the beach. During my many beach outings as a kid, there were always multiple sandcastle competitions going on. And in front of me, my own Funplex fabricators have entered the fray. With Naomi being our arcade builder and Ashley with all of her cosplay craftiness. There's no wonder those two are up for Sandcastle Challenge. As I jog over to them, I see Ashley laughing over her castle and Naomi meticulously measuring something on her citadel. How goes the castling? Great! Do you see all those amazing sandcastles? They're all so cute. Properly made sandcastles aren't cute, Ashley. You're losing points with me, Naomi, because, like, you know, having fun is part of the thing. Oh, then what are they then, Naomi? Assuming they're not made by kids for funsies, a proper sandcastle can become a structural masterpiece. Every grain of sand must be in its proper spot, or the whole thing comes crashing down. It's a job worth doing, it's worth doing right. Naomi says without lifting her eyes away from her castle. She's not completely focused, and I don't think she's blinking even. And what exactly are you doing, Naomi? I'm making sure each embouchure, I don't know, is adequate around the tower. Otherwise, it'll be an asymmetrical mess. Makes sense. I take a moment to actually appreciate their castles. Naomi's is a structural masterpiece. Straight, perfect edge, meet bold, flat walls produce an almost perfect medieval castle. She's even added an ocean water moat complete with drawbridge. Ashley's is equally impressive too. It's soft and fluffy fantasy castle. The foundation is made of sculpted sand clouds, like an elegant castle in the sky, complete with a spiral staircase encircling slightly slanted towers. So I take it you both entered the competition? Of course. You know it, Allison. You should make one too. It's not too late. Yeah, I think there's still half an hour left of the competition. It's still since it's amateur level, latecomers are allowed. But both of you have made some extraordinary castles. My architect skills are somewhat lacking in the sandcastle area. Those sound like some sad excuses. They're perfectly good excuses, Ashley. It's not like we're professional sandcastlers either, Allison. It's not about winning. Naomi looks over at Ashley, who's giving her a smile accompanied by a questioning look. Okay, okay. It's a little bit about winning. I mean, I'm super I'm super try-harding this and trying to win with a perfectly constructed little castle. But for me, mostly it's about setting out a challenge for myself, completing it properly. There's nothing more satisfying than that. Plus, we'd be here helping you do it. How do you plan on helping me start a castle while you're completing your own? Sounds difficult. We're almost done with ours anyway. Yep. If we have 3 castles in the competition, that's one more chance for us to bring home the gold. It'll be fun. Come on and join us. Join us, Allison. Join us. That's cute. You know what? I'm in. When I was younger, I remember watching sand sculptors carefully craft their castles. I would watch for hours, just staring in awe. I made a fair share of them too, trying to imitate the professionals, but they were never more than lumps of sand that vaguely indicated shapes. I'm not that competitive, but like Naomi said, it's just for fun, so why not? I'm going to need a bucket, a melon baller, and a funnel stat. That's the spirit, Allison. I'll just put the finishing touches on mine. Let me help you get the base started. Naomi, Ashley, and I dig our hands deep in the sand and start shoveling, pouring, and constructing. So what are you going to name your castle? Huh? You can't just make a sandcastle and not give it an epic name. Naomi has a solid point. To give it a name is to give it life. So I have names of all my important tools back in the shop too.
Oh, beautiful.
My soldering iron is named Melty. My multimeter is named Zappy. My Rom burner is named Sir Romulus Romatov III. Maybe not something quite that grand for mine. How about the Funplex? Ashley and Naomi bust up laughing. That's very appropriate. The Funplex is practically a castle, right? What if we make it look like the Funplex? It already looks like it, kind of. That's because the Funplex is just a box. We've only made the foundation for a castle. But if we carve in the sign, the double front doors... Naomi happily starts putting the details in the sand Funplex while Ashley and I cheer her on. That looks so good, Naomi. You're so good at having steady hands. You should really join me in making some cosplay. You'd be great. Making costumes does sound fun, but I'm not sure if I can handle all the pressure of people looking at me. I usually work alone, you know? We don't have to do it at a con or anything. We can just get dressed up and prance around the forest. That's a bit more my style. Well, except maybe for the bugs, poison ivy, and stuff. We continue chatting as we construct the sand fun castle grain by grain. It takes semblance of the actual funplex. We manage to finish it just in time before the judging commences. Here come the judge. The officiant of the Sandcastle Challenge comes towards us, looking over at the castles with an arbiter eye. They glance over at ours and nod in respect of a job well done. I didn't even realize I was holding my breath in anticipation, and once the Sandcastle judge leaves us, I let out a huge sigh. I think that's a good sigh, right? The nod that means we did it, we are going to win. There's still many others out there to judge, but I'd say nod counts nicely as a compliment. But which one? Whose sand skills will reign supreme? Allison, what do you think? Who's got the winner chicken dinner? Who, me? Not the judge. I'm not a judge of fine sandcastles. Wow. This is just for funsies. Let's hear what you think. I'm not gonna lie. Ashley's is more of the thing I would probably go for. I'm not about like neat. Like the only neatness I ever have is like OCD on my stuff downstairs. But I think like a fun time is more my speed. Most of the castles here have rigid, lifelike replicas of historical castles. What Ashley has is more airy to feel to it. Ashley's is so different from the rest, and I think it'll outshine the others and win over the judges. Duh, you're too sweet, Allison. I agree. Ashley's fantasy castle sure catches the eye of the judges. You've done a wonderful job with it. I can't wait to see if you win. Naomi, you're wonderful. Oh, I think they're just finishing tallying up the scores. We wait, not so patiently, as the judges make their round across the beach, and I see them stop next to a perfectly dramatic-looking sandcastle. Pulling out a bright blue ribbon, they prop it up next to the castle, which means double poop. Don't feel too down. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. How very pragmatic of you, Allison. We did have a blast, though. But I hate losing. We just gotta win next year, Naomi. Maybe if all three of us join forces again, we can build the best sandcastle on the beach has ever seen. We should spend more time practicing more, which means more beach trips. I'd like that. I'm in. Great. Next year, Team Ashley is going to eradicate the competition. I think you mean Team Naomi. You two can fight over that next year. I think I'm covered in sand enough for a while. I'm going to go see about being less sandy. I hear you, but Naomi and I aren't done. We got one last thing we got to do. Oh, what's that? Destroy our creations? I'll leave you to it then. I am a mighty dragon. Fear of me, tiny sand people. God. Both of them smile widely at each other and laugh. Walking away, I can hear the sounds of devastation behind me. I peek back one last time to see the castles come crashing down before I set my eyes forward. So what's next? Well, what's next is we're actually going to take a break here, and we'll come back, and we'll find out next time what we'll be doing. So, as always, in case you didn't know, my name is Alex O. This has been Extreme Gaming. Kupo! I will see you in the next video. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.